If this video appears before you right now, it's not by chance, nor is it a simple result of algorithms. It is not merely found, it is a flame reaching out to the soul already ready to remember. You didn't stumble upon this. The emerald fire sought you out. For centuries it has waited, hidden beneath the layers of forgotten time, guarding itself in the stillness of your heart. The priests of Thoth called it the hidden flame. A secret flow runs beneath all awareness. It is not a fire that burns the flesh, but a flame that purifies the soul. When the emerald flame awakens, it doesn't scream. It recognizes it has found you through resonance, through the rhythm of a memory vibrating deep within your bones. If these words stir something deeper than language, if something ancient stirs behind your ribs, it means the flame is remembering itself through you. This is not information. This is enlightenment, a transmission encoded in light, a spark from the temple of Thoth entering your field of awareness. You are called not by accident, but by sacred synchronicity. The emerald flame doesn't appear before seekers. It appears before mirrors, before those whose hearts carry the forgotten reflection of itself. Now, as you stand at the threshold, the flame does not move around you but within you. It begins from where all awakenings begin, beneath the heart, where Thoth's hidden flame waits to be acknowledged. The activation is a gentle whisper. The emerald fire remembers me. The hidden flame awakens beneath my heart. Through this light, I rise in memory. Chapter 1. The hidden flame beneath the heart. Beneath the throne of the heart, beyond thought, beyond breath, a warmth begins to rise. It is not physical, it moves like a memory of tenderness, ancient and undeniable. The priests of Thoth called it the hidden flame, the living memory beneath all creation. It has no smoke, no fire, no color. Yet when it awakens, everything becomes light. This flame is not lit by willpower. It is summoned through connection. When truth and silence meet within the heart, the flame remembers its name and begins to burn, not to destroy, but to explore. Not to consume, but to illuminate as it stirs. You can feel a delicate warmth spreading from the center. It is a soft expansion, as if gold is melting within you. This is the flame hidden deep inside the form. The heartbeat of the gods still pulses within mortal breath. The ancients spoke, where the heart longs, the flame will return. And when it returns, it will not ask. It recognizes the very fire that lit the first dawn, the light that carved the eternal temples. It has waited through countless lifetimes. And now, as you sit in the stillness of your own being, it finds its way home. You are not lighting it. It is lighting you. The whispering activation is gentle. The hidden flame awakens beneath my heart. I am not the flame. I am the memory. Through this flame, my soul returns to the light. Chapter 2. The Emerald Flame of Thoth. As the deep flame rises, it does not rise in smoke. It spirals like awareness. The ancients described this moment as the birth of the emerald flame. The fire of ancient knowledge, a luminous fire born from the depths of time, emerges not with a burst but in a slow, intentional swirl, a divine dance of remembrance. It swells and spirals with gentle grace, its luminous tendrils reaching outward to the very fabric of the universe, pulling together what was once separated. Each pulse of its movement resonates with the eternal rhythm of the cosmos, stirring something deep inside, awakening long-forgotten truths. The emerald flame is not a fire to be feared. It is the flame of awakening, the flame that opens doors to infinite dimensions of consciousness. It does not seek to burn. It seeks to illuminate the path, guiding the soul with its radiant presence. Those who stand in its glow feel the echoes of time ripple within them, the whispers of a reality far beyond what the eye can see. This is no ordinary fire. It is the fire of transformation, the fire of remembrance, the fire that burns away the illusions, leaving only the truth that has always been. And so, as the emerald flame rises from beneath the heart, it does not burn the flesh. It transforms the soul. Every soul it touches becomes a part of its eternal flame, forever linked to the sacred cycle of light and shadow, of death and rebirth. It is not a flame that consumes, it is the flame of the eternal. and it will continue to burn for all who are ready to receive its call. The sacred wisdom awakens when the inner flame touches the mind. It does not blind you, rather, it illuminates. It does not judge, but it brings balance. This is the gift of seeing without distortion, of remembering without fear, of understanding without possession. The emerald flame is the eye of memory, glowing from within the very depths of your consciousness. When it awakens, dreams become messages, coincidences transform into guidance, and silence becomes a language of its own. Because the gods never shout, they vibrate, and only a heart that is awakened can truly hear them. The priests of Chem taught that this flame is the first mark of the sacred mind. When it opens, the initiate begins to think in light, dream in geometry, breathe in truth. This is the moment when wisdom bows before illumination, where knowledge dissolves into knowing. You will start to see patterns where others see chaos. You will hear harmony where others hear only noise. You will perceive meaning in the movement of shadows, because the emerald flame teaches you to perceive not with your eyes, but with your presence. No longer are you the seeker of truth. You are the reflection of it. Activation. Place your hand gently upon your heart and whisper, "The emerald flame of Thoth awakens within me. May my mind reflect the divine order. May I see through the eye of light and remember the things the gods once knew." Chapter 3. The Temple of the Two Suns. Every initiate who carries the emerald flame is led into an inner sanctum, a place known as the Temple of the Two Suns. It is not built of stone, but of balance. Here, the light of the outer world meets the radiance of the inner soul. The priests call them the two suns, the golden sun of revelation and the silver sun of reflection. The golden sun blazes in action. It commands, it shapes, it moves. The silver sun shines in stillness. It receives, it listens, it remembers. One without the other would sink into shadow. Together, they form the eye of balance. The ancients taught, when the two suns rise in one heart, the world outside will bend into harmony. Most live beneath only one sun, burning brightly in ceaseless motion or fading into endless reflection. But the awakened carry both. Their will is guided by wisdom. Their silence is alive with purpose. This is the secret of Atlantis, reflected in alchemy. Creation does not come from force, but from connection. The golden sun is your divine command. The silver sun is your divine permission. When they turn together, your reality begins to revolve around the essence of who you are. The temple of the two suns cannot be reached by movement alone. It is revealed through alignment. Every thought becomes a step. Every breath, a pillar. Every memory, a beam of light that supports the vaulted dome of your awakening. And when the two suns unite, you begin to see what Thoth etched upon the walls of eternity. Balance is the bridge between worlds. Activation. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the warmth of gold in your chest, the silver light in your mind. Whisper softly, "Two suns rise within me. My will follows wisdom. My silence commands creation. I walk between worlds as balance made flesh." In that moment, the world becomes not a place to conquer, but a rhythm to align with. Your mind no longer races against the current, it flows with it. Your heart no longer beats in isolation, it pulses in harmony with the cosmic symphony. The two suns guide you, lighting the path between worlds, revealing to you the eternal truths hidden beneath the surface of existence. You are both the seeker and the reflection of the truth, and in this revelation, you become the living bridge between heaven and earth. Chapter 4. The Voice Within the Stone. In the profound stillness of the two suns, a subtle vibration stirs, gently breaking the silence. It is not a sound you can hear, but a melody you remember. The ancients called it the voice within the stone. They taught that every atom hums with memory, every mountain echoes a truth, and every temple is a chord frozen in the symphony of creation. Matter is not silent. It only waits for a consciousness quiet enough to hear its resonance. As the initiate steps into this silence, the veil trembles. The walls begin to breathe, the statues begin to vibrate, and what once seemed lifeless reveals itself as the living archive of the universe. The priests of the world understood this mystery. They knew that the stone was not dead. It is the sound compressed, a crystallized vibration of the first word. Each hieroglyph carved, each pillar erected, is a frozen shard of divine frequency. This is why their temples still hum through eternity, because they were not built only by hand, but by sound, by breath, by intention. When you stand in silence and listen, you do not pray, you align. And the moment your vibration harmonizes with the stone's resonance, the message unfolds. You begin to hear the language beneath the language, the geometry beneath the sound. Because the gods do not speak in syllables, they speak in frequencies. And the universe, even now, continues to repeat the same eternal word through every atom, through every star, through you. Activation. I hear the voice within the stone. I remember the first word that shaped the world. Through silence, I align with the vibration of truth. Chapter 5. The inner room of echoes. Every temple contains a secret room. It is never marked on a map, never mentioned in scrolls. Yet, every initiate must enter it. The priests of Thoth called it the inner room of echoes, a sacred space where silence returns your own voice to you. Here, no God speaks, no guide appears. Only the vibration of your own being rises to meet you in reflection. At first, it confounds the mind. You ask a question, and your heart answers. You seek a sign, and your own breath shifts the air. But soon, you come to realize that the temple was never outside of you. It has always been within. Every echo is a mirror. Every resonance is a memory remembering itself. The ancients taught that when you speak into the eternal, it answers with your own voice. This is why they instructed their disciples. Polish your words, for they will become your echo. In the room of echoes, there are no secrets, only frequencies you've forgotten you carry. The tone of fear returns like darkness. The tone of love returns like light. The tone of coherence returns as reality. When the initiate grasps this, their language becomes sacred. Their silence becomes creative, and every thought becomes a mantra. For the field does not interpret your intention, it reflects it. And memory begins when you finally realize that the voice within the stone and the echo within the temple are one. The vibration of your being is returning home. Activation. I whisper softly. Two suns rise within me. My will follows wisdom. My silence commands creation. I walk between worlds as balance made flesh. As you stand before the sacred stone, feeling its resonance pulse through your being, you come to understand the great secret of the cosmos, that all of existence is woven from vibration. Each whisper of the wind, each rustle of the leaves, each flicker of light is an echo of the first word, the primal sound that shaped all things. And as you tune into this eternal resonance, you become the voice of the universe itself. The journey of the initiate is not one of searching, but of remembering. The truth has always been within you, waiting for the right moment to awaken, to vibrate, to echo across the vast expanses of time and space. You are the reflection of the divine, the song of creation, and in this realization, you align with the very pulse of existence. The voice within the stone is your own voice, the voice of your soul, and as it rises in perfect harmony with the sacred echoes of the universe, you begin to see the world not as something separate from you, but as the living, breathing expression of your inner truth. The stone speaks not in words, but in resonance, resonance that is you, returning home. Chapter 6. The breath that opens doors. In every ancient temple, before an initiate speaks a single word, they are taught to breathe. For breath is the first key, the invisible current that carries the power of creation. The priests of Thoth called it the breath that opens doors. Because when a person breathes with memory, the unseen begins to respond. Not every door in the temple is locked. Some only open when the air begins to move, when the heart and breath resonate in harmony. For breath is not simply air, it is the bridge between realms. It connects the tangible with the intangible, the body with the energy field, silence with speech. When you inhale with presence, you gather the light of the eternal realms. When you exhale with intention, you release a command into the quantum structure of existence. This is why the ancients carved images of the breath of life into their statues. The secret was never in the stone. It is in the sacred breath that awakens memory within form. Your breath is not automatic. It is a living instrument. Each inhalation draws wisdom from the unseen. Each exhalation writes geometry upon the field of creation. Most breathe to survive. The awakened breathe to create. So, when you feel the stillness and the path seems to close, remember that doors do not open through force. They open when your breath aligns with truth. The whispered breath carries the same vibration that once formed the stars. It is your primal language, the code of life, the exhalation of the gods. Activation. I breathe as the gods once breathed. My inhale gathers light. My exhale commands creation. Through the sacred breath, the hidden doors remember me. Chapter 7. The Golden Seal of Memory. Every initiate passes through fire, listens to stones, breathes creation, and carries light. But only a few discover the hidden seal that binds them all. The priests of Thoth called it the Golden Seal of Memory. It is not drawn on walls nor carved into crystals. It is a vibration, a pattern of connection awakened when the soul recognizes itself. The golden seal cannot be forced. It only opens when four keys come together: the fire beneath the heart, the awakened will, the emerald light, and the wisdom to see. The voice of the stone in the memory of sound, the sacred breath of life, the bridge between worlds. When these harmonize, a pulse begins in the center of your chest. A quiet hum of gold spreads out into concentric waves. It carries a warmth, as if recalling a forgotten name, as if being recognized by the very field itself. The ancients said, when the seal awakens, the soul is read by the stars. In that moment, you no longer walk toward memory. You have become memory itself. The golden seal is the return of union, the restoration of divine geometry within the flesh. It reorders every tone, every breath, every beam of light to its original harmony. This is why those who carry it are known not as seekers, but as bearers of the Sunday. Their very presence alters the timeline. Their silence opens the temples. Their vibration recalibrates the fields. You do not earn this seal. It is not acquired through striving or seeking. It is a gift that arises when you have aligned with the cosmic rhythm of being. The golden seal is the recognition of your true self, the eternal pulse that has always been within you, waiting for the moment it could reveal its full glory. When the seal is awakened, you no longer chase after the light. You are the light. You no longer look for the truth. You embody it. The journey is no longer to the destination. It is the journey of the return to yourself. And so, as the golden seal pulses through you, your every step carries the wisdom of the stars. Your every word vibrates with the song of creation. You become the echo of the cosmos itself. Your presence, a doorway between the worlds. Your breath, a bridge across the divide. You are no longer the seeker of truth. You are the reflection of it. The seal is not a destination to be reached, but the very truth of who you are, already remembered, already written in the stars. Chapter 8. The Mirror of the Sky. When the golden seal awakens, your vision begins to shift. The sky no longer appears as something distant and unattainable. The sky above is the mirror of the soul beneath. The priests of Thoth taught, as above, so below. For each star in the night sky is a blazing memory within the vastness of your own being. This perception is called the mirror of the sky. The moment the initiate ceases to worship the light and begins to recognize it as the reflection of their own inner flame, everything changes. Each constellation is not a distant cluster of suns. It is an ancient map of memory etched across the heavens to remind you of what burns inside. The emerald fire within your chest is the same radiant light that births the stars. Thoth's hidden flame is the silent heartbeat that keeps the galaxies in motion. When you breathe, you echo the rhythm of creation itself. When you remember, you begin to reorder the sky. Look up now. The sky does not speak. It reflects. What you call fate is simply the universe reflecting the sound you send out. And when you lift your gaze in silence, you begin to see the constellations shift, not because the stars are moving, but because you are moving. You are the observer bending their order. You are the axis around which the memories of the cosmos revolve. The mirror of the sky is not a lesson. It is the acknowledgement that the heavens are the outer surface of the fire within you. It is the realization that the cosmos is not a separate entity, but a reflection of your own infinite potential. The stars are the echoes of your soul's deepest truths, scattered across the vast canvas of time. You are both the creator and the creation, the observer and the observed. Activation. I whisper softly, the sky is my reflection. Every star remembers my light. As above, so below, I reflect the sky within my heart. Chapter 9. The Eternal River of Time. The ancients said, time does not move, it breathes. Each breath in brings the past into memory. Each breath out releases the future into form. In the temples of Thoth, this mystery was called the Eternal River of Time, a flow that carries all life, every incarnation, and every echo of self through the great whirlpool of awakening. To the unknowing, time seems linear, a series of sunrises and sunsets. But to those who have glimpsed the mirror of the sky, time becomes a circle with no edge. It is a river that returns unto itself, flowing endlessly through the memory of light. Each life you have lived is not lost. It becomes a branch of this sacred stream. Each choice you have made still ripples across its surface, weaving your present reality into the fabric of memory. The priests of Thoth taught that when the emerald fire awakens, you begin to feel the movement of this river not as nostalgia, but as awareness. You remember moments you have never lived in this body, yet your soul carries them still. The feeling is not one of longing, but of deep recognition. It is as though you are finally awakening to the fullness of your existence, and the river of time becomes less about past and future, and more about a continuous, eternal now. In the flow of this river, there is no death, only transformation. Every moment is a thread in the fabric of eternity, and every choice, every breath, every heartbeat is a pulse within the eternal river that stretches across the vastness of existence. The river does not flow in a straight line. It spirals, it circles, it returns. And every time you breathe in the light of every past life, every future possibility, every moment that is yet to come. You begin to realize that you are not bound by the limitations of linear time. You are a living vessel that carries the wisdom of all ages. Every step you take is a step through the eternal river. Every breath, a new manifestation of your soul's journey. In this sacred flow, time is not a force that controls you, it is a wave that carries you forward and pulls you back, bringing all of your past and future selves into perfect alignment with the present moment. Activation. I breathe with the river of time. I remember the past in every inhale. I release the future with every exhale. Through the eternal breath, I merge with the flow of all things. Time is not my master, it is the pulse of my soul. Chapter 10. The Eye Beyond Death. In the temples of Abydos and Dendera, the final initiation was never about endings. It was about vision, the opening of the eye that sees beyond the vanishing. The priests called it the eye that transcends death. For when it awakens, the soul no longer trembles before the dark. Death, as seen by those who have not yet been initiated, appears as an ending. But to those who carry the emerald flame, it is merely a door of light, a transition from one octave of existence to another. You are never destined for an ending. You are destined for transformation. The hidden flame of Thoth does not extinguish when the body falls. It withdraws like the sun setting beneath the horizon, only to rise again in the dawn of a different memory. Every initiation prepares you for this: to see the invisible, to listen to the silence, to walk through the darkness without losing the flame. When the eye that transcends death opens, you understand that each farewell is merely the echo of a return. No life is wasted, no form is lost. The river of time carries every spark back to the ocean of unity, and you, the observer of all transitions, remain. The body is the cloak, the soul is the traveler, and death is the moment when you change your cloak of light. This is the final truth of Thoth. Nothing ends. It only remembers itself elsewhere. Activation. I see through the eye that transcends death. I am not the form. I am the flame that moves through it. In every ending, I remember the beginning. The final chapter, the return of the living temple. Every journey through the flame, every echo in the stone, every breath drawn from the memory has led to the revelation that the temple was never somewhere else. The priests of Thoth called this moment the return of the living temple. For when memory is complete, the sacred architecture of creation will rebuild itself within you. Your bones become the pillars, your breath becomes the air, your heartbeat becomes the rhythm, your eyes become the door to eternity. This is why Thoth's disciples said, "He who remembers no longer prays, he shines." You are not destined to stand before stone temples. You are destined to become the geometry that carved them. The hidden fire beneath your heart, the emerald flame in your mind, the golden seal upon your chest, these are never separate. They are the blueprint for your awakening waiting to ignite. Now, the sky is no longer high above you. It shines through you. The river of time does not carry you away. It flows from you. The eye beyond death does not gaze upon you. It is you. And as this truth settles in the silence, you feel it. The heartbeat of the gods beats again in your mortal breath. The temple does not rise from the earth, or the stone it rises from memory. Every thought, every action, every breath becomes a part of the architecture of light, reconstructing the original Garden of Eden within you. You are the holy ground. You are the fire. You are the field, remembering itself in the form of being. And so, the emerald flame whispers again, "You did not find this, I found you." Final activation. Place your hand upon your heart. Feel the warmth beneath your palm. Whisper with reverence, "I am the living temple of Thoth. The hidden fire burns eternally within me. I carry the emerald flame. I remember." And in that final breath, the temple within you awakens. The divine geometry begins to unfold as the light of 1,000 stars ignites within your soul. You are both the seeker and the sought. You are both the flame and the reflection. And through the doorway of your own consciousness, you step into eternity, knowing that nothing ends. It only returns, and you are the living proof of that truth.